Hello everybody and welcome back once more to Anime Yay or Nay. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm NV Jitters.
I'm CheerandCosplay.
And I'm Kozi.
And welcome to Pride Month, everybody. If you're noticing this is not coming out on a Sunday, we're doing it on Mondays now because, why not? I just seem
Al
maybe
wanted
like better.
his weekend back.
I need to edit this, and it's like it gets really tight whenever we do it on Sunday. So, yeah. Now we're going to be doing it on Mondays moving forward, and yeah, we're starting out this month with not quite an anime, so I guess nay anime, but still feels very much like an anime. A Man Who Defies the World of BL. We all watched Romantic Killer, right? The previous thing with romance, that was the thing. February, that the month for it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like this is, in a way, kind of a very similar show, and I like it for that reason, personally. I know me and Yin, we both had previously seen this. Have you guys heard of this one before?
Only from you talking about it.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Well, what's the first impressions, then?
A weird pick to start Pride Month off?
Maybe.
It's weird because watching it, I noticed I don't watch a shit ton. In fact, I barely watch any live action Japanese shows. I've only, watched anime. So I really don't know what the style is like for their acting and for their television dramas. But watching this, it just feels like this was made to be an anime, but they didn't have the resources to make it an anime, so they decided, you know what, let's just make it live action instead.
Oh man!
Because there's so many mannerisms and there's so much acting and camera work that I could just tell this would be an anime shot or this would be an anime expression, but it's live action.
Yeah, never watched a K-drama or a C-drama. They're so much worse.
Some
of them
honestly,
are great.
When the scenes would fade out and stuff, and then it would jump to the next scene, I would it would take me a second every single time. Oh right, this is live action. It was like a jump scare. I forgot I was going to be seeing real people.
Even if they were in the previous scene?
Yeah.
All right, well.
If there's any disconnect, I was like, oh right. I was always expecting an anime, because it did feel like an anime.
Right?
It has probably the most anime live-action opening that I've ever seen.
The opening's great.
I'm obsessed with the opening.
Oh my god.
It's fantastic.
The degrees of the commitment from the actors.
Yeah.
And to think, you only saw the season 1 version. The season 2 version is even crazier with their costumes.
That one's funny too.
The guy in the blue shirt in the opening, he's fully 100% committed. He's feeling himself. He's vibing.
He's been trained. He's a dancer.
With the
And
ascot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the guy with the really big suit jacket that doesn't fit him.
I feel like that's everyone
Bless
in this
his
show. Is it
little
just
heart,
me?
he's trying so hard.
The one with the square glasses.
Okay.
Okay, the guy with the turtleneck and the giant shirt in that one episode was the one that stuck out to me where his clothes don't fit in.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Japanese fashion. I'm sure they all look very stylish. It's just one of those things of I don't get this. But I'm not here to critique
I
that
don't
today.
think they did.
I think some of it is meant to just look like however the manga looked.
They looked like they're from the 80s.
I mean, maybe the 80s only came to Japan in the 90s. I don't know.
It only got to Canada in the 90s.
That's true. That's true. So you guys did you watch the whole first season? Because these seasons are only about 4 episodes long.
I watched all 7 episodes.
I thought it was 8.
Yeah, was there 7
Nope,
or 8?
7. 7.
Damn.
Oh, so the second season was shorter? I don't remember.
Yeah, first season was 4, second
yeah.
season was 3.
Gotcha.
We only watched the first 4.
Okay.
We struggled. We were so tired.
No,
It
I
was
can
late.
understand that. Yeah, life is shit.
How many
sometimes.
times have we seen this? 3 times?
I've only seen it twice. I don't know if you saw it another time without me.
I thought we had seen, maybe I saw it another time without you. I could have sworn I've seen it 3 times.
The thing is, it's a very short watch.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty quick.
It's very easy to just recommend and pick up with someone else if you
It's
need to. But
it's like watching a movie. It's that length.
essentially, yeah. So yeah, this is based on a short manga. It had 4 volumes. Actually, it says it's still ongoing.
It says it's getting a continuation this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is getting a
that.
3rd season coming up in December. So, spoiler, I'm looking forward to that.
Me
'Cause-
too.
Yeah, this is a really fun show to watch. I think it starts a little bit slow, but I think it picks up like in episode like 2 or 3, they start to like kind of hit their stride a little bit, I think with the humor and some other stuff. So
I
Yeah,
just
so
like
halfway
the
through.
like 4-panel
Okay,
manga
yeah.
vibes that it has, where it's just little vignettes. It's like
Well-
very easy to like walk in and out for
Yeah.
the first couple episodes.
I'm gonna throw out there, I feel like each episode is almost comprised of like 2 or 3 episodes at a time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're shorts.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you can pick up a little bit more, maybe more quickly sometimes with some episodes than other ones, or I don't exactly know how I'm describing this, but like, yeah.
Just the little goofy scenarios. They're just
Yeah.
so fun and easy to consume, you know?
And I'm usually a fan of people who like the stories that kind of point out some of the tropes and flaws in certain.
Yeah, it's just like pointing out, all of the typical BL tropes that you see in like manga and anime that are just like really goofy, but it's like the fact that he's all knowing about it and it's meta
Yeah.
is really fun.
Yeah. So this, if you couldn't tell already, is the story of a guy who has the realization that he is in a boys love manga world and has decided to defy the universe and will not be in a male-male relationship with anyone. But he's also no good with women either, so, you know, it's kind of whatever.
Well, to him, he doesn't want to be the main character. He always wants to be the mob or the background character. So that's his goal. And it's not even so much that he's in a world where BL exists. It's like, how do I say this without sounding offensive? It's like there's something in the air that just magically makes like almost every guy in his school, his college, turn gay for one another.
I think most people would just say that's college.
They're all drinking the Alex Jones tap water.
So they're frogs.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to make a joke, but I don't want to sound offensive.
I
so-
don't
but
think,
I-
yeah, it's not, that's just college.
Yeah,
man.
we all went to a liberal arts school, Envy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, first off, did anyone notice that our main character doesn't actually have a name?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I didn't realize that until our second viewing. So I'm like, did they ever say his name at all? They
No.
don't.
Well, to be fair, I don't feel like he's really that good friends with a lot of people that he hangs out with in his college, and his little brother just calls him Big Bro. So it's just kind of like, when is his name ever going to be announced?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm kind of like, how did I not realize this earlier? It's kind of like when you're watching Fight Club.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
I got the same feeling that I got watching Fight Club for the first time. I'm like, that's odd. We don't know this guy's name yet. Something's fishy here.
I am Jack's unbridled astonishment. So, yeah, it's pretty much just him. He ends up buying a whole bunch of BL manga and studies up on it to figure out what all the tropes and trappings are going to be in his coming life, and is like, I'm going to do everything that I can to avoid it. You know, he also doesn't seem to like think that it's a bad thing necessarily. I feel like he's constantly watching guys hook up, and he's like, all the happiness in the
Good
world
for
to
you.
Best
He
wishes.
just
Yeah.
doesn't want it to be him.
Except with his little brother.
Oh yeah, his
I'm-
dramatic reaction to that was so funny.
He gradually comes around to it. He sees how
I think
happy.
it's more that, like, if his brother is the main character, that's pulling him that much further out of the mob.
I almost wonder if it's just like an older sibling who's just kind of protective of their younger sibling a little bit. I think there's a couple different ways you could interpret it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Either way, I feel like it does lead to the funniest moment in the whole series. But
that music bit.
yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about music a little bit later. What was your guys' favorite little segment from this?
Honestly, the opening.
Ah, okay.
Opening.
Honestly, the part where he's trying to sleep and the other couples are just fucking because I've
Yeah.
been there.
I think we've all, we went to a liberal arts college.
Yeah. I liked the one where they did the what was it? That little matchmaking party or whatever.
Oh, the I don't know. It might have been called a matchmaking party.
Yeah,
There was
that's
something like
exactly what
that.
they call it.
Yeah.
That vignette was pretty fun.
Was that Marguerite Prince with the
Yeah.
with the turtleneck and giant shirt
His
and
weird
giant
shirt.
coat?
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
The scream he let out was very Netflix Death Note.
Yeah, but it actually works here.
I thought the stuff with his little brother was kind of fun too.
Yeah, I mean,
Not as funny. It got almost more like a regular BL during that episode, but it was still pretty fun.
a little bit, but anytime the brother's in the scene, we get the funniest
His
moments.
reactions are just the best. I think that's why.
Well, I think beyond that, like, and it might have been the first time it really threw the meta element in there when he's like, okay, this is his one friend. Nah, can't be him. This is his other friend. Nah, can't be him. Then the third guy comes in, does a whole turn, and then like,
Yeah, the
shining.
roses.
And even he's kind of like, oh my god, he is so bright to look at. Why is he so bright?
It's like he had the shoujo roses around him.
And it's every time he leaves a room.
Yeah. It's just funny, yeah.
Yeah, probably still for me, the thing with the, he just drops to the ground and Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata starts playing.
Yes.
We cannot walk the same path, brother.
It was so
Bro,
funny.
why are you crying? Good luck.
His expressions are just wild.
They got a good actor for this role. Because he's like got that just plain, like, no expression all the time, but when he has to ramp it up, he ramps it up.
He ramps it way up.
One thing that kind of, on a personal note, this is kind of like this just has nothing for me against the show, but every time they play a game, it's Mario Kart 8, and I fucking love Mario Kart 8. That's my favorite one. But like they get so into it, and I look at their gameplay that they show, and I doubt it's the same gameplay that they're playing.
It's not.
They suck at the game.
No, yeah, I know.
like the older brother is always in last place, and like the other, like, they only have 2 controllers, and so you
Yeah.
really can only have 2 people at a time, and the other one is like it's 5th or 8th place, and it's like, bro, you guys suck.
Yeah.
Also a weird little nitpick. Why the fuck did it keep playing Tale as Old as Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into
Tale
it.
is- we kept talking about that.
I feel like, and I could be thinking of some other shows. I feel like this is the only like Japanese drama, comedy, whatever you want to call it, that we fully watch. But we watched other like Korean or Chinese dramas.
You're
I've
cutting
seen so
out.
many K and C dramas.
Yeah, so we've seen some other ones like that. I feel like there's a lot of times where I feel like they sample songs everybody else knows. And this is definitely one of those times, I think, where they're just like, hey, let's do the first like 4 or 5 chords from that really, really famous love song, but then we'll change it so that we don't like, copyright or anything.
See, I think in like a lot of like K dramas, for instance, because I've probably seen the most of K dramas, like they have a romantic theme. Like anytime something like romantical happens between the main pairing, and it's like it's usually just a song that was like made for the show or by like some popular like K-pop artist or something.
Right.
So it's like I feel like it's mimicking like that, where like they have a theme when something romantic happens, but it's just Tale as Old as Time for some reason.
Well, then they also have that bubble love thing.
Oh yeah, I have that
Which-
one too.
I know it's probably an
The bubble of the end song.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else was. I don't know if this is just like the it's someone who doesn't speak English as a first language saying it. I kept thinking I was hearing them saying it's brother love or something. And then we had that early thing in the series where they're like, oh no, wait, this isn't one of those like those kind of things, is it?
Yeah, there was that scene in the bathroom where he gets out of the shower and he's looking at his brother and it's like, please no, please no, don't turn into this. Please
Like,
don't
oh
turn
God,
into
is it gonna
this.
be that kind of show?
Well, it's Japan. I don't know. Maybe they would get a season 2 out of that. I don't know. I think the music worked for this show, especially even including something as silly as like we're gonna sample a very, very famous song. Wait, I'm wondering, is it famous over in Japan? Or are people gonna notice that?
I think so.
Okay,
I
then.
think people will notice it.
But it's also a comedy. So it's like...
I think it gets away with it, but
That's-
it's so weird every time it happens.
I think it can get away with it here because this is a comedy. It would not get away with it in a drama.
Yeah.
It made it feel more like 80s, 90s.
But did it make
Which,
it...
on top of like the clothing,
Mhm.
I mean, the camera work is also just not very good for some reason.
I don't want to rip on Japan, but I feel like every time we've tried to watch like a Japanese live action show, the camera work has been shit.
I think we're watching some that are on like a shoestring budget for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
some low budget Japanese. Like,
if you
comedy
compare it to
stuff.
like the live action movies, like the live action movies are great.
Yeah, their CG's terrible, but like their camera work
True.
works. And you know, you compare it to like Korean or Chinese like dramas, shows or whatever, their camera works great too.
Those always look fantastic.
But I don't know, man. I think we're just watching the cheapest, like low budget, put it on at 3 a.m. Japanese shows.
Maybe those are the only ones given to Rakuten.
I don't know.
Because that's usually where I watch them, is either Rakuten or Ichiyi. And maybe they just have the low budget Japanese ones, and then they have the great K-dramas and C-dramas. I don't know what it is. And then a bunch of Thai dramas as well.
Yeah, even
Which
those
also
ones.
have pretty good, well, the camera work's not as good as like K-dramas and C-dramas.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as the Japanese ones.
I don't
That's
know what
like
it is.
that's the low standard we're comparing everything to.
Either way, this one, like, once again, kind of gets away with it because it's just like a silly comedy. If it was a drama, I would probably turn it off if it looked that bad. you
Yeah.
know?
I don't think this works as an LGBTQ thing.
I gotta be real with you.
I
You
mean-
wanna know why I wanted to put this in here? I did not have any other place where I could show this to you guys.
I think
Well, I will.
For
I
me,
will. You know
it's-
what? I will give the show this. I thought the scenes where they focused on the little brother and his boyfriend, I honestly thought that was very sweet. Like, I thought it was genuinely like heartwarming, like their relationship. So I kind of liked that.
yeah.
Yeah, but also the butt of the joke is that they're all gay.
I don't
You
think
know?
the butt of the joke is that they're gay. I think the butt of the joke is all the tropes.
Yeah.
And like the sort of corniness of how they portray a lot of it.
I think, like you said in the beginning, it's kind of like Romantic Killer. I think it's just
Yeah.
making fun of like the tropes of a certain genre, like how that one makes fun of just like shoujo drama.
I will agree to disagree on that.
I hear
But-
you, but at the same time, I also feel like if we instead were like, instead of gay relationships, it was heterosexual relationships, you could still make the show completely work.
Right.
And
it'd
have
be
the same overly dramatized, like, scenarios and, like, things going on like that, and it'd still be funny.
Right.
So I think they were parroting more just general romantic tropes, and I was hoping for more like specifically BL tropes to be harped on.
Did you
Yowie hands.
find...
Yeah, what up with the yaoi hands? Where it was like, oh, I can tell you're a bottom because you have a pointy chin, and you're a top because you have a square chin.
I feel like that's much more difficult to do with live action stuff unless you're going to start doing prosthetics.
Prosthetics.
I mean, okay, they did do the like, oh, you're so skinny and effeminate, but like,
Yeah, true.
His neck is so thin, and he's showing it so defenselessly. He's just not wearing, like, why are you thinking like that? Why are you saying this out loud, my guy?
I think this could have very easily been remedied into like a very queer friendly show if we would have just changed the guy from I don't want to be involved in BL to I don't want to be involved in romance. Like, make him Ace Arrow.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
almost kind of wonder if that's just his thing, because he seemed to have an idea of, like, if I get a girlfriend, I won't be, like, roped into a BL nonsense. But he also, like, doesn't really do much to do that.
He doesn't seem to care for girls either.
But then obviously, well, you saw the end of season 1. That situation happened, so he kind of got sucked in. He couldn't escape it forever.
Yeah, I think he's just really tsundere in the end, you know?
I don't know. I almost wonder if it's a little bit out of his hands at a certain point.
Mm.
Because, like, even internally, he's like, no, wait, what am I doing? This doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
That's also like kind of problematic. Like, the implication, like, he isn't actually falling in love with this guy, like, the universe is just like forcing it.
There's a season 2 thing
And,
that
like,
I want you to see.
None of the other guys actually like each other. it's all just, the world.
I don't know for sure. And maybe season 3 will answer it better. But are you guys okay with the spoiler for season 2?
Yeah.
You remember the kind of creepy dude who came up to him? And he's a BL manga author.
Mangaka.
Yeah. So, one, stalker, weird. Don't like that. But beyond that, I think it was at the end of season 2.
Yes.
Yeah. It turns out
Is he Chuck?
he's writing this guy's... Yeah, he's chucking. He's chucking real hard.
Yeah.
He's
And
basically
I'm
the
like-
god of this world.
I don't know that he's the god of this world, but he's definitely the writer of this guy's story. I don't know if season 3 would then have some other revelations of okay, is this just his thing? Is he controlling the whole world? What's going on here? Because I don't know. Maybe this is a world where just most people are just gay. Or they're mob and just not important at all. But I don't know. But at the very least, this guy's story is being written by that dude.
Yeah.
So, I'm wondering if season 3 is going to end up being just it's man versus author
Yeah.
kind of thing. Which I'm usually down for. That's usually a fun kind of thing to do.
Yeah.
If you do it right. But, I don't know. At that point, I'm still realizing I haven't shown anyone Stranger Than Fiction.
Right, it's like Stranger Than Fiction
you
at
have
that
seen that
point.
one?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So...
Yeah, that was the one with
Is
the
that the
guy
one?
who...
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
and he hears a narrator
in
narrating his life.
head, yeah.
And early in the movie, it's
Yeah.
what he didn't know was that in a few weeks he'd be dead. He's like, what? Wait, what?
Right.
And it's him trying...
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, no, I think it kind of reminds me of that a little
I've
bit.
seen something for once.
Holy shit. Cece of all people.
Oh, yeah.
Insane. It's still...
So it's not on the list?
Oh no, it's still on the list for everybody else.
Not for me, I've seen it.
I said everybody else. That doesn't have to include... I just,
I'm
generally
not part
speaking,
of
if
everybody.
half the group
the
hasn't seen
list
it...
is for everyone.
The list is for everyone, but if at least half the group hasn't seen it, it's got to be on the list.
That's fair. We did watch The Mummy, though.
We did, and someone wasn't there to watch the rest of it, so it's still on the list.
Oh, but half of us dropped out.
You
Yeah,
haven't seen it
so
before?
No, I have.
Then it's fine.
still on the list.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, I just really
Yeah.
like The Mummy.
Oh, God.
Alright, that's fine.
I think Gavin Chibi dropped.
Yeah, but Chibi's seen it. But yeah,
Oh.
so beyond list stuff, beyond that, if nothing else, it makes me very interested to see season 3, to see where is it gonna go.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, it's funny that season 1 and 2 have some remarkably similar arcs to them in where they start and where they finish.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, I joked before we started the podcast that you technically have to change the title of the show now because he didn't defy the world forever. He finally got a boyfriend.
But did he, though?
I mean, he did say it's going to be long distance at the end, so...
But did he, though? Because we also felt like this ending was very definitive, and then suddenly in season 2 it is not.
We'll see. But I don't think he's defying much anywhere. I'd say he's a little bit more like he wants to be with this guy, right?
I kind of wish we'd watch those other 3 episodes, because
Yeah,
I need another refresher on season 2.
But I feel like he actually starts he just wants to be. Maybe Envy can chime in.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 episodes of season 2 are just kind of non-consequential. Spoiler alert for the final episode of season 2. Basically, the cliffhanger where his crush's ex kisses him, he rejects him. He pretends to have amnesia because he broke his ankle. He went to a hospital where another boy had amnesia, and he had to reconnect with his boyfriend. And so his crush, the protagonist's crush, pretends he overhears him, thinking he has amnesia. So he thinks, oh shit, he forgets everything that happened. So that's the deciding moment where he decides to move to America and become a vet like his father. And so they do the traditional running to the airport thing, and the protagonist confesses his love for the guy, and they decide to go out long distance. The end.
I gotta be real with you. I feel like you could have been describing like 30 different shows.
Like hearing it all
Well,
at once
that's
is
what-
so
that's
It's
what
so
funny.
happens.
many tropes.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah. We should say specifically, at the very first episode of season 2, we pick up at the scene at the end of season 1, and literally it's like, nope, this is not a thing.
Yeah.
They just go, his ex shows up, and then it's like, oh, okay, bye.
But then the last episode.
And then
comes
it's,
back,
but it's kind of like, every season starts with him alone again,
Yeah.
like he wants to be, and then he's not at the end, but it's
Yeah.
also a cliffhanger.
So true. So I guess we'll see.
So I don't know. I don't know. Something's going on in this, at least for him.
I mean, if I'm being completely 100% honest, I kind of felt like his romance kind of came out of left field. Like, I know that's the joke. Like,
Yeah.
half the characters, like half the characters in this show, they see each other for like 2 seconds and they instantly start going out. But like, I feel like he was trying to avoid him the first time he met him, and then the guy likes him because he helped him with the copy machine when his boyfriend dumped him the first time, and nobody was being nice to him.
Yeah.
Even
Hold
though
up.
he literally fixed the copy machine for him. And
I think you're forgetting
now-
something. Not only was the copy machine not working, not only did his boyfriend break up with him, his hamster died.
His hamster did die.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
Frodo's hamster.
That makes it all make
That's right.
sense.
And then he fixed the copier. See you around. I love him.
So goofy.
I'll give them this at least. They at least foreshadowed him in another episode.
He did have the
So,
chocolate thing.
There was a little bit
Yes.
more of a build up there than there was for, like, let's say if it was completely out of left field. But yeah.
I thought about another part I thought was really funny.
Hmm.
When he's watching his brother and the friends playing Mario Kart, and he like slides down the glass and they just open the curtain.
Like, are you okay, big bro?
Did you just want to play?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of cringed at that moment. Like, there was some scenes in this show that made me have secondhand cringe
There's
embarrassment.
so
And
much
it's like,
cringe.
it was like I usually it's weird for me with cringe. Like, some things I can handle, but for some reason there was some scenes, and like the scene where in the second season where he's trying to, like, they do a bit in the second season where a lot of guys give each other gender neutral nicknames, so he tries to avoid getting a gender neutral nickname, and he keeps saying, well, you know what, I'm gonna be Hoodie, because I wear hoodies all the time, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking cringe, just kill me.
Most teenage boys coming up with a nickname, though.
Eh. One of the bits that I think I knew it was coming, but it was still really funny, was the finding the dude just lying on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like, nope, just gonna walk right over this guy.
He just walks away, and then his
Dude.
brother comes up and is like, you're just gonna leave him here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, call the police. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Don't worry, this happens like 3 times a week.
Right.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah.
And then
He'll
that
be
does
found by
happen to
someone
me.
so much nicer than me.
I like that whenever the dude, what's his name, Kazuki?
Which dude?
The dude at the end.
Oh
Copy-
yeah, I think
copy.
so.
Yeah. I like that he keeps describing, like, it's like, I realized you were kind and sweet and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, have we seen any of these
Is he
qualities at
though?
all?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, he's
Like, he's-
pretty...
I wouldn't call him a bad guy, but
Yeah, when he's not ignoring the world, he just kind of is there.
it does make me kind of question a little bit, because I think you and me were kind of talking about, like, well, when did his, like, recognition of all this start?
Yeah.
Because, like, that whole scene with the copier's broken. Here, I'll help him fix the copier. You're alone. You're helping them with
Why
one
did
thing.
he help him? It's
I
such a
think-
setup.
Yeah,
It
that
had
felt
to
really
have-
out of character.
This had to have been a very short period of time that he realized what was going on.
Right. I feel like he wouldn't have done that
Yeah.
normally. You know.
So we're thinking, like, maybe this all happens in about a month.
Or maybe
And,
he
like-
just realized recently.
Yeah. It's like your entire life, the world is super gay.
It's like he realized he's in the Matrix, you know?
But I guess if your entire life, pretty much everything's super gay, then that is normal.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't question that.
But then he saw through the Matrix.
Yeah.
I guess until he picked up a BL novel. But then wouldn't you think to yourself, like, huh, well, this is then based on reality.
Well, no. He realized that it was a BL world, and then he got a bunch of BL manga as reference material to, like, try to, prevent him from getting corrupted.
Yeah. I guess I'm just, like, trying to figure, what was his thing to make him realize he was living in the Matrix?
Yeah, I don't know. I need more
See, I was
information about this world.
I was thinking about this in the opposite direction. I was like, imagine if this was just like normal real life. He's just sitting there like, I'm a character in a manga. I was like, no, dude. You're just going to liberal arts college.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what he studied.
People
either.
are gay, Steven.
Has he tried blanking out his face and not moving in the background?
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the eyes at least.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of an idea. And I'm almost like, maybe this should have been an anime. Like, we didn't get... Like, we wouldn't be able to get some of the, like, funnier moments that are really funny to see in live action. But at the same time, I feel like this show does want to be an anime and be as over the top as possible.
Yeah.
And you can be more over the top in animation. And hell, at that point, you could even make jokes about the animation. If I take this eraser and try to erase my eyes, and then he does it, and he's blank-faced, well, now I can't see. Damn it, I'm gonna have to draw them back. And then, for the people who wear makeup, it's like, okay, my one eye looks good. Now I have to do the other one.
That's
Damn
so
it.
real.
He suddenly has bangs for an episode.
Good thing my face is only ever seen 3/4 at a time.
Yeah, I feel like this would have been a really funny anime.
What if they, like, point that out? Like, you know how you usually see a character at, like, 3/4 of their face?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And like, yeah, you see from this angle I look normal. And he like goes straight to camera and his one eye just looks really off because it's like proportional.
Oh my god.
There's a couple gags in here. It might be a little too much at that point. I don't know. Like, maybe at that point, because at that point he basically can control elements of the universe itself.
He's Deadpool.
Yeah, it's a little too Deadpool at that point, but yeah, I like Deadpool.
I see where you're going though.
To be fair, I think he reminds me the most of like, who here has seen Haruhi Suzumiya?
Me?
Did he give AYoN vibes at all?
No.
No?
AYoN was way more aggressive.
That's true. That is definitely true. I think I just
Is
like
that the
any
main-
deadpan.
Is that the main character?
Yeah, I like any
No.
deadpan
In an
narration.
anime called Haruhi Suzumiya, is AYoN the main character?
He is the main character.
Yeah, no, I do know a little bit about Haruhi Suzumiya. I know it's about him trying to deal with her, so I do know that.
Yeah, isn't he
Compared to
more the
osmosis.
main character than she is?
Yeah, it's kind of like Sherlock Holmes, where Watson's narrating everything.
Yeah.
Which I argue Sherlock Holmes is still the main character.
Yes, maybe.
I've never actually seen it,
The
so I have
stories
no
are.
idea.
Well, I'm thinking the books. The movies very much are.
Oh no, I meant Haruhi Suzumiya. I've never
Oh.
actually seen it. I have, indeed, I know about Sherlock.
I'll have to show it to you at some point.
I've heard of Sherlock, but I haven't seen it.
Whatty Holmes? I only know Great Mouse Detective.
That's the best Sherlock Holmes though.
Yes!
Are you talking about Basil?
Here's the best iteration.
So true.
Okay.
Shut up, Disney kid.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else to talk about here. You guys got anything else to say about this one?
I respect that you wanted to watch this, but this was not a queer thing.
Maybe, maybe not. But are you glad you watched it?
Nah.
Oh,
I'm glad to rewatch it.
I'm a yay here.
I'm a yay. I'm a strong yay.
I'm a light yay. It was funny, but
You're just skipping envy.
yeah.
You
went
no,
first.
I'm the same way. I'm a light gay.
Like, yeah, I wish there was more, like, queer tropes they were harping on instead of just romance tropes. But it was funny.
I'm solidly meh.
Hmm.
But as like the token, like one who actually fought for gay rights, I feel like I am going to be a little harsh on a lot of these this month.
I'm sure you will be. So why don't we talk about what we're watching for the rest of the month? So, let's see here. So we got our Man Who Defies the World of BL. Fun little thing for me. I have no familiarity with anything else moving forward. So I'm probably gonna have.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's a little great. It's kind of rare for me to be the one who has no idea what's going on coming forward a little bit. But at the same time, I'm probably gonna leave it to you guys a little more to explain certain things to me and like what's going on, because you guys may know a little more about some of these shows. So for the rest of Pride Month, we'll be doing Adachi and Shimamura, Given, and Wandering Sons. Again, anyone wants to give like a 2-sentence description of any of those, feel free. I don't know them.
I've seen Given. It's good.
Lesbians, gay guys, trans woman.
Okay, cool. We're hitting. I can't say all the bases because there's so many bases at this point. And I will also say that we will have another show coming along in the beginning of July. I realized that since we decided to switch from Sunday to Monday, that then moved the last Anime Yay or Nay of June into July, which we have a different month set for that. But we are going to have like a nice little transition show, I think, that we can kind of put in both June and July. But I won't give it away just yet.
Nice may not be
Look,
the descriptor.
I know you're gonna have issues with it. We're just gonna have to go with it for now. So it was that or something way worse. Let's just be real. You'll find out about that moving forward. Until then, next week we're watching Adachi and Shimamura. Which one was that?
The lesbian one.
Cool.
Gary.
So come back for that and everything else will go on for this month and for the rest of the year and forever, however long you guys want to keep watching us or listening to us in this case. I don't know.
Dear
We'll
God,
see you.
let us go.
We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoy this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, check out some of our previous episodes, our daily gaming videos, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!